Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Two Bro Gamers podcast. I'm Steve.
I'm Ricky.
And let's get this started, shall we?
Yeah. So we got lots of things to talk about. Main topic for like one single game, I believe, and then everything else is just the usual Amiibo and all the consoles.
Yeah.
But first, of course, we want to talk about Smash.
Of course.
But Smash in a different way, because ever since last week, the Nintendo Direct announced that they had a ballot for everybody to vote for whatever character they wanted to be in Smash, potentially. It's been it's just exploded.
It has. It's also been interesting because we're seeing a lot of things a lot of characters that people have wanted are being suggested, and a lot of characters that people never heard of are also being suggested.
Now, here's the thing too. They're being like campaigns.
Yeah, they're being campaigned.
Like it's like what? Like, okay. Like, is it that serious? You want to get in Smash Bros that you want to campaign characters?
I mean, I feel like there are other popular fighting games, but Smash is a whole different game. It's like to be in Smash Bros is like an honor.
That's true too. But now, what started my interest was when it's all coming from like our like Smash Bros and our Nintendo, like every Reddit thing ever, because somebody had noticed that somebody from Microsoft, because they mentioned the actual president of
Phil Spencer.
Xbox, and they mentioned that. I'm like, oh man, I would really love to see Banjo-Kazooie in Smash Bros, and he responded and said we worked with Nintendo in the past, and we would give up rights to let Banjo-Kazooie be in Smash Bros.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? Like, and it's just weird how that was. I can tell you, here's the exact quote. Let me see. We worked in Nintendo on Rare IP before, so no issues. So yeah, he said he thinks it'd be cool if Banjo was in the next.
And I think
SSD.
Banjo would be awesome to have.
Well, it's going way back to the 64 days, and he should have been probably in Melee. If it probably would have been in Melee, maybe if not, maybe in Brawl if Rare was still with Nintendo. But I think I think it was like what before Melee was released, and even like midway through the GameCube's lifespan, that it was that Rare was sold to Microsoft. Yeah. So I mean that would happen.
But again. You had Snake join in Brawl,
but that's a whole different story.
He's Snake has never been on Nintendo ever.
That's not true. He started on Nintendo.
But let's be real. Snake, when you think of Solid Snake and Metal Gear Solid, you're not like, oh gee, I remember that game on Nintendo. No, you don't. You think of PlayStation.
Yeah,
you think of Sony.
Yeah, you do. Can't lie about that. Well, now here's the thing. It started from there. We noticed that Microsoft was saying it, and then it wasn't even just like other people. Speaking of Snake. Konami has been retweeting people, and this is from the official Konami Twitter, saying that, I want Snake in the game, and blah, blah, blah. And the Konami's retweeting these tweets, saying that. They haven't directly came out and said, oh, we want Snake in the game. I mean, come on. But
It's implying that they would be okay with Snake returning to Smash.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, and it goes on from there. Like, even, like, Nicalis, who's made games like Cave Story and other, like, very, very independent games that I forget most of them are, but I love Cave Story, and I love that. And the main character, quote, they're campaigning him to be in the game. Even Way Forward is campaigning for Shantae. Is that how you say her name? I even forget now.
I don't know what game that is.
Yeah, Shantae. That's from a kind of popular game, actually. The Shantae Half Genie Hero.
Never played it. Never heard of it.
It's funny because they actually re-released that for Virtual Console because it was a game on the Game Boy Advance, and it was re-released for the Wii U, and apparently she's popular in some way, and they've actually kind of said, here's the ballot. They have a whole poster and image and everything with her in alternate colors, and it's like, I mean, it's getting kind of
people are creating the character for Nintendo. You just program it. We're creating all the stuff for you here.
Yeah, and then people were confused because Nintendo had to come out and say, people were asking. I think it's only first party. It only makes sense that it's first party. Nintendo has come out and said, or at least a representative of Nintendo did say that it's anybody's game.
Anything goes.
Yeah. Now the funny thing is the one even like Yacht Club is okay with even Shovel Knight being in the game, which I don't believe he'll end up in a game because he's only had one game. Granted, I mean other characters in that place have in the game right now.
I brought up to you before the example of Shulk. Shulk's only got one game.
And Duck Hunt.
Yeah. Duck Hunt hasn't had a game in years.
Yeah, but now. The problem with Shovel Knight 2 is he was a Nintendo exclusive, even though he was released on PC. As far as console-wise, he was on Nintendo. That was it. But then he's now that game's going to be moving to PlayStation platforms, and it's going to be moving onto the Xbox platforms with exclusive content. Now, it just, I don't know if that really helps Nintendo if they do have Shovel Knight there. But I mean, Yacht Club seems to be down with it.
Yeah, and also you have Team Meat who wants Meat Boy to join the fight. I'm like, that's absolutely ridiculous. No
Yes.
way. I would not. That's one of the ones I don't want to see happen.
And that's the thing. Team Meat wants him, but it's like they never made a game for Nintendo.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they have. I think there's a game coming out for it, but not Super Meat Boy.
Yeah.
Super Meat Boy is like nowhere near a Nintendo platform.
Also, I just think Super Meat Boy would be stupid.
I guess. But they actually had a Photoshop, of an image of Meat Boy fighting Mega Man, I believe it is. Yeah, here's the image right here. And this is from the official Team Meat like Twitter.
So
they're
dumb.
campaigning for this, and it's like, no, like I don't think that's gonna happen either.
No.
But,
It's fun. It's funny because I want to see a new character here.
yes.
Like, I don't want to see Snake come back. Like, it's a great Lucas is back. I like Lucas.
All right, Ice Climbers.
Well, that's okay. You found my one exception to this rule. The Ice Climbers. I want the Ice Climbers. But the Ice Climbers should have been in the game regardless.
Hardware limitations.
Yeah, exactly. Sakurai was like, "Hey, listen, the Ice Climbers were going to be in the game, but thank you 3DS for screwing that up."
Mm-hmm.
Basically. But I want the Ice Climbers in the game just for my own reason.
Yeah.
But as far as I would like to see King K. Rool in the game, he's never been in before. I'd like to see Banjo, he's never been in before. Waluigi would be pretty dope to have. I think he deserves to be in the game. All his friends are playing and he's at home.
Yeah,
Like it's not fair. So,
But in Playtonic, funny enough, the people who are making the spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie has actually come out and said that they're really with like King K. Rool should be in this game.
oh yeah, I think King K, as far as the top contenders go, like you have a lot of these characters that are being suggested that are probably like, afterthoughts. But you do have a lot of, I guess, top contenders for this actual position, which I think Banjo is one of them. King K. Rool's got to be up there. I feel like Knuckles is probably up there too.
I feel like Knuckles makes sense in Smash. He does have the fists. He makes more sense than Sonic, even though Sonic makes more sense because he's Sonic.
Yeah, he's Sonic. He's the main character.
But it's like Knuckles, the only thing about Knuckles is that he'd be super OP as far as climbing walls.
But I think they would take that out because they've shown that characters are limited. Because, obviously a Charizard can fly, but guess what? Charizard can't fly. Meta Knight has wings. Meta Knight can fly, but Meta Knight can't fly. So they would make limitations.
And actually Knuckles flies too. If you think
Knuckles
about it, but he
flies.
only kind of
He
flies.
glides. He
glides. You're right,
he glides because he goes downward.
Yeah. Funny enough, though, even magazines are getting in on the campaign saying this is who we want to see, and everything else. It's like how crazy is this? And we have until what, like October?
Yeah, this vote should not be going on this long. Please.
Yeah, and I mean they only want one vote. I mean, how many? I mean, people are voting more than once. Come on,
obviously.
But you know what was an interesting one? Choice Provisions, who've made the Bit Trip series, they actually want that main character, Commander Video.
That's another one that's like a very like offbeat character.
Yeah,
I don't think an offbeat character is winning this vote. Super Meat Boy's not winning this vote.
Yeah.
That guy's not winning this vote. Reckless Shadow Guy is not winning this vote.
I love Reckless Shadow Guy. That was great. If you guys have not seen it, we'll post a link. But basically, the dude that you see in the Wii's warning screens that's like knocking stuff over, like warning you to wear your strap. Somebody suggested him to be a character, and it is hysterical.
Oh, it is. It's hilarious, but it's not gonna win. He's not actually in a game. Technically, he's in every game, but he's not a playable character in any game.
It'd be great to have that.
It would be stupid. I want an actual character. I feel like I would be actually very upset if Shadow Guy, Reckless Shadow Guy, is the new character in Smash Brothers.
I wouldn't mind, honestly.
I would be upset because then you're wasting a spot that an actual character could have, like Banjo-Kazooie or Knuckles or King K. Rool.
Now, here's the thing. My Nintendo News, funny enough, had noticed that on the official Smash Bros. Website, like you see all the characters, like they have all their squares and images and whatnot. There's actually 5 spots that are blank. I don't know if that's done on purpose or if it's like something to do with the coding on the website that just left 5 spaces because maybe they had to put a limit and go, okay, we need 10, but we only could fill 5, whatever. We'll leave the 5 blank. That kind of seems, I don't know if that's a coincidence or it just happens to be that way, but just so happen to be 5 spots, coincidentally, that have nothing on them, but they're right next to Mewtwo and Lucas.
Wait, so it's 5 spots with like
with
plus,
nothing.
But like there's Mewtwo and Lucas already there, and then 5 more spots.
Yeah, that are blank.
Ice Climbers, please.
It's really like I said, I don't know if it's coincidence. I'm checking the website again just to see if it's still up there like that because I checked it last night. It's been like this for a couple of days because I've noticed it and I said, okay, maybe it's gonna change at some point. No, it hasn't. Like I don't know. Like I said, it might be with the coding, but see, there's just 5 blank spaces right here on this website.
Well, it's just Mewtwo though. There's no Lucas isn't there.
But there's question marks because they have the hidden characters
no,
too.
well, I feel like it's random, isn't it?
No, that's the question marks of the secret characters. So that's where Game & Watch is and all that stuff. Like, oh, if you like, if I click on it, it's spoilers, man. You want to find out who's the characters? Like, I already know. Like
5 spots.
5 spots, but one of them's already Lucas, because Lucas is not on there. Mewtwo only is.
Yeah. So there's 4 spots. Then.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
Like I said, I don't know if that's coincidence or they're actually looking to fill 4 spots.
Hopefully they're looking to fill 4 spots.
Well, that's the thing. If you have a poll that you're putting out there that's going to last until October, and you have like millions and millions of people, and maybe possibly
one person and one character gets it, that's not fair.
Yeah, that's difficult to narrow down.
So, assuming we're getting 4 right now, give me the 4 that you'd like to see.
Banjo. God, you had to put me on the spot like that.
I can give you my 4 right now.
Yeah, you go ahead.
All right. Ice Climbers.
Yeah.
Banjo.
Yeah.
King K. Rool.
Yeah.
And Waluigi.
Yeah. I would still have to go with King K. Rool, of course. I said Banjo. Rayman, because Rayman has to be in the game. It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. No, he's not going to be in it, but Shovel Knight, but then Snake, because Snake should come back.
I don't want Snake back.
I think Snake.
We had this conversation before. We're pretty sure that Snake is the reason why Brawl was rated teen because of his bazookas and his guns and all his grenades and all his weaponry.
Yeah.
Right now, Smash is rated E10.
It wasn't because of that cartoon violence.
No, that cartoon violence. No, right now Smash is E10. If you put Snake back in this game, I'm pretty sure you're going to have to change this game back to teen.
Yeah, maybe. But who knows? Maybe they. I don't know. It's just odd. It's just. And the funny thing is too, there's so many polls asking people who they voted for, and there's no direct correlation of who's the max out of everybody. Like all the polls have always different results. Some people just want Shovel Knight. Some people want King K. Rool. Some people like the top is like different things, and it's crazy that
I'm actually gonna revise mine.
Yeah,
take out Waluigi, put Knuckles in. I'd like to see Knuckles.
Yeah, now see, I convinced you.
No, that was because I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? Actually, I want Knuckles. Take out Waluigi. I know it's sad that he's not playing with his friends, but he's already assist trophy. He's in the game, kinda. It's okay.
Yeah. Unless you're gonna put Daisy in the game. Daisy would be a really
Daisy's already a Peach skin.
Not really, unless you get her sports like kind of moveset. Because she's mostly for her sports game. She's not really known as the princess in Mario Land anymore. She's basically just a sports girl.
I don't want to say Daisy.
All right. But that's the thing. Like, where the results will go. I mean, of course we don't know because there's no definitive like poll that's gonna tell us, and Nintendo's not gonna tell us until it's released. But then again, too, I would love to see the results and then see what they come up with in licensing because obviously they have to get the rights and everything else.
Well, all the characters that I've mentioned, I'm pretty sure the 4 that I picked, I'm pretty sure there'd be no problem with those because they already said Banjo and King K. Rool have already they've already said like we'll give the rights.
Well, King K. Rool too, yeah, because King K. Rool is actually Nintendo still. He's still owned by Nintendo, but they just haven't used him in a game in a long time. Just like Diddy Kong. Diddy Kong was created by Rare, but he's owned by Nintendo.
Yeah. So King K. Rool and Banjo's already given rights. King K. Rool's owned by Nintendo. Ice Climber's owned by Nintendo. And I'm pretty sure that Team Sonic will give up Knuckles no problem because they've already given up Sonic.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure my list would be the easiest list because you'd have rights already. Yeah,
because is too the series. You have to kind of add somebody from a different series because there's already too many characters from Pokemon and Mario. And Fire Emblem, it's just a bunch of like sword people.
Right? How different can you actually make Fire Emblem characters?
Yeah,
I would love to see Chrom, but at the end of the day, Chrom would just be another Ike.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. I want to bring up one more thing before we change topics. Because somebody on the Smash Bros. Reddit, Smark Henry, awesome username, he actually said that this isn't the first time Nintendo had an official ballot. He actually linked to an old ballot from 1999. Nintendo Japan had people ask of a theoretical Smash Bros. 2 and ask them who would they like to see. Now, the website's in Japanese, so it was translated in the comments in English. Now, the first one on the list was Bowser. Now here's the thing. This is when Smash Bros.
Yeah,
64
right.
is out.
Smash Bros. 64 had 12 characters.
Yeah.
Bowser was not included. So
Yeah.
Bowser made absolute 100% sense,
Peach, Princess Peach,
which we got.
Wario,
Well, yeah.
King DDD.
Ooh, King DDD, but he
Was-
didn't make Melee.
No.
Interesting.
He made Brawl, yeah. Ganon or Ganondorf. They kind of combined them
Yeah,
too.
which he made Melee.
James Bond GoldenEye 007. What would his moveset be? Just the chop and the PP7, like the golden gun, like the final smash would be golden gun. Like I'm
No, well,
confused.
there was no final smash in Melee.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But that's just
James
strange.
Bond. That's stupid.
Mewtwo,
Who made it?
Banjo Kazooie,
Who did not make it?
Mew.
Did not make it.
Well, technically as a trophy.
He was a Pokeball.
Yeah. Toad.
Did not, and Toad's never made it, which I'm surprised. Toad
Yeah,
hasn't.
I mean,
Again, I don't really know what his moveset would be though.
yeah, I don't know either. He's like, what, he headbutts you and kind of
I
throws
don't know.
other
Toad,
It's
Toad
just
seems
weird.
kind of lame.
Yeah, he does. I don't think there's enough of a moveset for it to make sense.
I mean, he is in Smash Brothers. Peach has a neutral
Yeah,
B.
his little the poison toad, yeah.
Peach has neutral B.
Marth.
Who made it?
Yeah. Oh, definitely made it. Mr. Saturn. Funny enough, people wanted him.
It's funny that he did make it as an item.
Yeah. Ash, Pokemon. Character of Fire Emblem. So just a generic, just anybody.
Anything.
Just give
Which
us-
that's probably where you got Roy from.
yeah. Gooey from Kirby, which didn't make
Did not
that.
make.
Diddy Kong.
Who made Brawl though?
Yeah, Sukapon, which I have no idea. It's from a game called Joy Mech, so I don't know what that game's
It's
about.
probably one of the mech machines.
Pokemon Someone, Meta Knight, and then Lugia.
Huh. Well, Lugia did not make it.
Lugia, yeah.
But Meta Knight made Brawl.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Yeah, but like I said, it's an interesting list that how that made it from that first poll, but then from this poll, like I said, I would love to see the results and see what actually makes it. Like I do strongly feel that Rayman is a possibility, along with Ice Climbers possibly.
But my thing is that the Ice Climbers still might not make it. Ice Climbers may very well get the most amount of votes, but they could still miss out because of the hardware limitation of the 3DS.
That's true. Yeah, there you go. Nice timing, Navi.
Swear to fucking God, I thought I silenced my phone.
All right, let's move on.
Well, can we just record that? That's
No, dude, I'm keeping that. That was awesome. That's timing, dude. That's great. That was good Navi. Random Navi.
fine. For anyone who didn't hear that, my notification noise is Navi.
Yes. So, well, final conclusion. What do you at the end? Like I already said mine. What do you think
What
about the whole ballot?
I think it's great. I think this is awesome.
Great advertising for everybody.
Great advertising for everyone. I think it's also not only that you're getting the fans vote who they actually want.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of Sakurai deciding like, oh gee, I like this character, let's put this in.
Yeah.
And the fans might be like, the hell do we want that for?
Dark
You're
Pit.
actually getting your votes.
Lucina.
I would have voted Lucina.
A lot of people do not like Lucina.
It's a Marth clone. That's why people are upset. They're
Yeah.
upset that Dark Pit and Lucina and Dr. Mario are just clones. But yet,
Well, Dr. Mario
Dr. Mario's different.
Yeah,
Dr. Mario's a little different. But it's also just like everyone missed the Doctor from Melee.
Yeah.
But I don't know. People are upset that Dark Pit and Lucina are just clones. But I like Lucina as a character.
I just
I don't play there though.
I wanted to make one quick point about Banjo-Kazooie, why it may not work, even though Microsoft has openly said, yeah, we'll give whatever rights to Nintendo for it. I don't know if that really benefits Nintendo because there's going to be another Banjo-Kazooie game they've already announced coming out for the Xbox. So really, who are you helping to advertise? Are you helping Nintendo make money or are you going to help Microsoft make money at the end?
But at the same time, it's you need some third-party characters in this game.
But they're not even third party for Nintendo anymore. You know, they
True.
used to be like second party, like first party, second party, you know?
Yeah.
Now it's just, yeah, we have your character, but when we're going to release our game on our console next year,
I still feel like people would buy the same people who would buy the Banjo-Kazooie game in the first place are going to get it anyway. You're not really advertising.
yeah, I see your point with that too. Yeah. Going on to Amiibo, because we got to have our mini Amiibo discussion because of us. We love talking about our Amiibos and how awful the situation is with how Nintendo's been treating everything and everyone with Amiibo. Well, here's the thing about Greninja. It's coming back to Toys R Us. It's going to be, you'll be able to get it April 27th. So that's good, especially for pre-order. So
It's gonna be an in-store too,
yeah,
because
so,
the first one was only online, so it happened at 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern.
which was just
A lot of
such
people missed it. A
crap.
lot of people were pissed off. So the new when they're going to be redoing pre-orders in store.
Mhm.
So I will be online.
Dr. Mario is rumored to be compatible with Splatoon.
That's weird.
Nobody knows what it actually will help out with, but I guess too. I mean, what can you really use a Dr. Mario amiibo for? If you really think about it.
I don't know. That's interesting. I've never. That also makes you think. Will other amiibos work with Splatoon too?
I think so, because a lot of other amiibos work for other games anyway, which is a good thing about an amiibo. But what they actually do has kind of been lame so far, like extra lives and items. It's like, okay, thanks for that.
Costumes.
Yeah, costumes, and it's like, okay,
That's the read-only ones though.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's most of the games have been read-only, except for Smash Bros, which you can kind of switch back and forth.
Mario Party.
Yeah, Mario Party will erase your Smash Bros amiibo though. That's the crazy part. So
you get two.
yeah. And then, of course, finally, Meta Knight is getting another restock in the summer. So Best Buy is just like...
Thank you, because I've been playing a lot of Meta Knight lately, and I'm like, I really want this amiibo, and I don't want to pay $5,000 for it.
Yeah, so in other words, you got to get it quick before it sells out the same day. So you gotta camp out at Best Buy you can get that. Or maybe Nintendo World, because, they've released it there before, too.
And they also get more.
Yeah.
Best Buy might get, 8, Nintendo World gets, 300.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, so that's enough for our discussion part. I hope y'all tune in next to the everything else, just individual consoles and all the consoles. So we'll see you then.
Yeah.